all of the people at the table would have been just watching this. And Lady Macbeth points that out. My worthy lord, your noble friends do lack you. They're watching you. You're not among them. You're about to give away our biggest secret. He goes, oh, I'm sorry. I have a strange infirmity. Don't y'all worry about it. I'm fine. I'll be fine. Give me some wine. And let's go to dinner. And then he sits down and he toasts again. I don't think he sat down. I'm sorry. He says, I toast to Banquo. He's the one. He calls his name up again. And we drink to him. Everybody goes, here, here, to Banquo. And then the ghost turns at him again. And Macbeth drops the glass. And he says, avaunt and quit my sight. Go away. Let the earth hide thee. Thy blood is cold. And I can't stand this. Lady Macbeth jumps in again. Think of this, good peers, but as a thing accustomed is no other, only it spoils the pleasant. I'm sorry, it's disrupting everybody, but it's going to be okay. Macbeth goes on speaking to the ghost and saying, you need to go back down to the grave. And then the ghost does exit, and he goes, oh, whew, I am a man again. Here we go. I am a man again. Lady Macbeth says, you have displaced the mirth, broke the good meeting with the most admired disorder. You have ruined the party, Macbeth. I think about that line a lot of times when something happens and the fun is gone. And that line comes back to me, you have displaced the mirth, the happiness, the fun. You've displaced the mirth, broke the good meeting with the most admired disorder. Macbeth says, but can it be? Can such things be? I can't see that and not react the way that I did. Ross says, what are you seeing, Macbeth? You hear this suspicion? What sights, my lord? Lady Macbeth says, oh, don't ask him, don't ask him. Lady Macbeth knows, and she does not want him to give it away. So don't ask him, he's getting worse. And in fact, I think we really should just call it a night. I think everybody should leave. Stand not on the order of your leave taking, but just go. This is unusual because it was very much a part of their procedure and their royalty that they would sit where they're supposed to go, come in that way, and leave that way. And she says, ignore that. Just go. Just everybody go. Don't stand not on the order of your leave taking, but just go. And they say, well, okay. She says good night to everybody. Macbeth goes on with this blood thing. It will have blood. They say blood will have blood. Stones have been known to move and trees to speak. Augurs and understood relations have by maggot pies and choughs and rooks brought forth the secrets of man. He's saying blood will have blood. This vengeance. I spilled his blood. It's coming back on me. What time is it? He says. Lady Macbeth says this is really, really late. Why? Then Macbeth says, why is it that Macduff was not here? Remember, Macduff wasn't at the coronation either. Lady Macbeth says, did you ask him to come? And he said, I hear it, by the way, but I will send. And then he tells us there's not one of them, but in his house I keep a servant feed. I'm paying a spy in every one of my Thane's houses. He doesn't trust anybody. This happens with dictators. They are so distrustful. It happened with Saddam Hussein, if you remember any of that, that they are so distrustful, even to the ones closest to them. They pay people to keep the information flowing. And then he says, tomorrow I'm going back to the Weird Sisters. I got to know how this is going to end. I've got to know how it's played out. He says, I am in blood, stepped in so far that should I wade no more, returning were as tedious as go o'er. In other words, I'm so far on the deep side. Remember when we talked about that, about going over to the dark side? He said, I'm so far over the dark side that it's farther to go back than to just keep on going. He says, strange things I have in head that will to hand, which must be acted ere they be scanned. Lady Macbeth says, I know what your problem is. You just aren't sleeping. You lack the season of all nature's sleep. He says, yeah, I'll sleep. I'll go to sleep. But my strange and self-abuse is the initiate fear that wants hard use. In other words, this that's happening to me is not going to work out by just getting some sleep. We are yet but young, indeed. We've got a lot more of this to do, Lady Macbeth. It's not over. And that's the end of Act 3, Scene 4.